time?
Definitely. We are ready. We're more prepared this game. We already know what to look forward to. 2 years ago, we matched up against Stanford. And like I said before, the excitement took over the last 2 years. Now we're more focused.
So now that this is your second time, are you looking for, do you know what to expect? You know what to do? So you're ready for everything?
Starts with preparation. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're
something
preparing
you started
more.
for at the beginning of the season, even 2 years ago when you were playing.
Everything is a learning experience. So 2 years ago was definitely a learning experience. Although we lost by a great deal of points, it was still a learning experience nonetheless. And we plan to take that experience we got 2 years ago into this game we have coming on Sunday, and hopefully we'll be on top. Come out on top.
Thank you.
I think 2 years ago we had a different mentality coming into this situation. You know, making the NCAA tournament, we were just, I think we felt like we had done what we set out to do, making the tournament. And I think we went in feeling we could go anywhere, we didn't care, we just glad to be in it. I think this year, more business approach, we're here for a reason to do a job. We watched our men's team win the first round last year. I think this group is, very focused and preparing not just to see what excitement this brings, but really more on how we're going to compete in this game. I think anybody that we'd run up against here in the NCAA tournament is going to have a pretty storied history unless we had a really high seed. So we don't have to play the history, we just have to play the team. And Notre Dame has been very successful this year, only 5 losses, and 3 of them to UConn, and the other 2, they weren't full strength. So we know what we're up against. We know that it's a very, very good team. I think as far as size, of course they're bigger. We always contend with size, and as far as their athleticism, I think a better draw than maybe some other team that we might face. So I think we're looking at what we can do against this team, what we will try to do as far as our approach to the game, and I think we feel good going in about our opportunity to compete. Well, I think UConn is really good for women's basketball. I think they're a really good team, but I think they're good for this entity, women's basketball. Hearing how many games they've won in a row and just what they're able to do, and can anyone compete with them? So far this year, no. The answer is no. Nobody's been able to compete. And it is March now, and so we'll see. Would it surprise me if they, steamrolled through the NCAA tournament? No, it wouldn't. But I think it's really good for women's basketball to see a team of that caliber doing the things that they're doing. Many of us watched the Ohio U game, and after the game, I believe one of their captains said, I told my team we don't have to be better than this team, we just have to be better today. And that's really it. I mean, in March, player by player, do we match up with Notre Dame? I don't know. But we just have to be better than them on one given day, and we hope that that day is Sunday.
You touched on it a little bit, but can you see in their eyes that it's more about trying to go win a game than just be excited about being there, maybe as opposed to 2 years ago?
Definitely. I think that just, I guess I call it starry-eyed, or just, head in the clouds, kind of like, wow, we've done it. I felt like we thought we had done what we set out to do when we made the NCAA tournament. Now this group, they set out in the early part of the year making goals, which included NCAA tournament, of course. And after watching the Cleveland State men last year win their first round game, that's something that they were talking about from the very beginning. Let's win the first round game of the NCAA tournament. So different feeling, different mentality, I think, this time around.
How proud are you that, and you mentioned this, what this does for your program? Obviously, the second time in 3 years that you go, and it's a real building block.
It is, and I can't say enough about our senior class, and I know everybody seems to say that, but this group signed, Kaylee Klein, Angel and Jessica Roque, Stephanie Crosley. They signed with this program when we were 2-25. They knew what they were getting into. They wanted this. They wanted to come someplace and make a difference. And can anybody say they've had a group of young players who have made more of a difference than these 4? I don't know. I just feel really blessed to have them here, and I'm excited that this is the way that their careers will end.
Something to be said too about playing good basketball. I mean, it's not like you're a team that got an at-large bid or something. You guys are playing your best basketball of the year.
We are, and what we pride ourselves on is peaking at the right time. We hit a rut in the middle of the season, and we weren't playing our best basketball, but now I think we are. And we were doing that 2 years ago, and then we ran into Stanford, and I don't think any of us feel very good about the outcome of that game. I think We were glad to be there. We talk about the game, but we don't ever really talk about the score or how it all came down. This game, we want to feel like we competed and we want to win this game. Of course, we want to win, but we want to have a better showing this time around, certainly.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
have a great time. Good
luck.
Have a nice trip.